From a Corvette in Arkansas that left this police officer in the dust, and a Hellcat driver from Georgia who made the biggest mistake of his life, to a legendary ghost mode driver who's been outrunning state troopers for years, and much more. Here are some of the craziest high-speed police chases caught on camera. Everyone hates those drivers who think they're too important to wait in traffic. You know the type. The ones that drive on the shoulder and then try to merge in front of everyone. There's nothing more satisfying than watching them get pulled over. On May 11th of 2020, two impatient drivers raced down the left shoulder of the M6 in Walsall, England. Their BMW i8 flew by a police officer stuck in traffic like everyone else. He flipped on his lights, but these two didn't plan on stopping.
It is a speed of 90 in a posted 30 limit. It is a dual carriageway, traffic is light. We've just mounted a curb, so I suspect it may have some damage. And vehicle is standby A34, Walsall Road. He is contravening a keep left bollard. Can I have an impasse tactical units towards me, please? He is making several overtakes. Well, it's standby. I've got one out on foot. It is off-road. It's one out and running. The driver's still in the vehicle. We're onto grassland. Passenger, IC1, green top, blue trousers, and vehicle is now returning to the road. Standby for road name. So we're on the Crescent, approaching roundabout. Standby for direction.
Just keep doing assessments as well.
Yeah, with apologies, okay, we're into the Toby Carvery now. Risk is still medium, and we're into the car park. We go back out the other side, where I am standby for road now.
These narrow English streets are not conducive to outrunning the police. Our driver likely realized that a little too late.
I'm on the Broadway North, outside 112. Vehicle's pulling over now of its own accord. Standby. Out the car!
Our two suspects, Simon the driver and Dean the passenger, had 5 kilograms of hard drugs worth roughly $500,000. Simon tried to tell police that he bought his $100,000 BMW with the money he made from dog breeding and cutting trees. If we had to guess, he got the money from a different, more illegal business. As for Dean, they caught him later on trying to hail a cab. He had thrown a backpack you saw him escape with into a bush. It didn't take long for the police to find it. For running from the cops and felony possession, Simon was sentenced to 7 years in jail. Dean got 6. On April 9th of 2022, 23-year-old Lamon Rashid made the biggest mistake of his young life. He was driving his Charger SRT Hellcat on Georgia 400 when a highway patrol officer pulled him over for a suspected DUI. Things seemed to go well at first. Lamon stopped and our officer walked up to the car. But instead of being a routine traffic stop, this happened. Look how quickly Lamon's Hellcat puts distance between himself and the officer. Thankfully, it was close to 4 a.m. and the road was mostly clear. Our trooper had to hit speeds over 150 miles per hour just to catch up. Lamont realized that his best bet was to stay on the highway. Traffic lights would only slow him down, and he's pretty confident that his Hellcat can outpace police. Now let's see how well that theory holds up when another officer tosses spike strips into the road. Once the police successfully spike their vehicle, suspects can't run for long. The detachable spikes cause the tires to deflate gradually instead of causing dangerous blowouts. Lamont knew he was doomed, so he wisely pulled over a few moments later. Now, police had every reason to be angry with Lamont. He put their lives, his life, and the safety of others at risk. So, it's nice to hear the cops wanting to make sure that he's doing okay.
You're good, bro? Yeah. All right. Thank you for stopping, okay? All right.
In the end, Lamont was charged with a variety of crimes, including DUI, fleeing a traffic stop, and reckless driving. Some criminals will do anything to evade the police. Take this driver from Pulaski County, Arkansas. He deploys an extremely dangerous tactic to escape the police. The online community calls it ghost mode. The technical term is blacking out. It's when the suspect turns off their lights and effectively disappears into the night. It's dangerous because other cars can't see them coming. One wrong move and a ghost mode pursuit can end in tragedy. Did you see that? The only thing a driver can't turn off is their brake light. So, whenever the ghost mode suspect hits the brakes, our trooper can see them. The suspect, of course, knows this. He'll only tap the brakes when he has to, like when he tries to lose our officer by taking a quick exit.
He's going to be turning. We're westbound on Highway 10, westbound on Highway 10, he's still blocked out. Speeds are 99, 100 miles an hour. He's still blacked out. If you would notify the county of Little Rock, you would run a red light. He's still westbound, passing South Ridge. We're still westbound, he's in the curve. Still blacked out. We're passing it. D1 at this time. Something's still blacked out. Speeds are over 100.
At this point, it's unclear if our officer is still following the suspect. We can't even see him, even with our ability to slow down and zoom into the video. How is this officer, driving over 100 miles per hour, supposed to keep eyes on something he can't see? Eventually, the blacked-out Hellcat wins the day. Our officer takes one last turn before calling off the chase.
Southbound on Taylor Loop. Southbound on Taylor Loop.
Southbound on Taylor Loop.
15. 1022. It's gonna be too fast for these cars.
Copy 1022.
From what we can gather on YouTube and Reddit, this ghost mode driver is a legend in Arkansas. This isn't the first time he's blacked out and escaped the police. According to an article from September of 2022, the ghost driver of Arkansas had already eluded police 7 times that year. Back on August 23rd of 2022, police in Arkansas spotted a silver Corvette with some illegal window tints. Not a huge deal, so when officers pulled him over, they definitely weren't expecting this reaction.
I got a passenger getting out. Black male, white shirt.
Moments after pulling over, our Corvette driver takes off, but quickly comes to a stop once more to let his passenger out. Clearly, he did not want to be involved with whatever was about to happen. Our officer chased the suspect as best as he could, but his squad car was no match. The driver quickly vanished from view, and our officers started to lose hope. After a few minutes of driving around, that all changed. Like before, the Corvette was able to lose the cops. Once the rain really started coming down, they decided to call off the chase for safety. What's weird is his license plate is a special kind designated for law enforcement. But a quick Google search tells us that any motor vehicle owner may apply for this special plate. Unfortunately, we weren't able to determine if police ever found the suspect or what happened to his friend who got out of the car. When suspects run from police, they usually have something to hide. Either there's a warrant out for their arrest, or there's something very illegal in their car. Jacqueline Maxon from Sunrise, Florida, didn't fall into either of those categories. It was March 29th of 2024. Police in Miami-Dade County spotted Jacqueline's car weaving recklessly in and out of traffic. They tried to pull her over, but this Florida woman was on a speed crusade.
Pull over right now. Pull over right now. BMW, pull over right now. Tag is going to be November Golf X-Ray Alpha 96.
Jacqueline pulls away momentarily, but heavy traffic keeps her from escaping. Our officer quickly catches up as Jacqueline inadvertently pulls behind another cop car.
Traffic heavy, medium
She bobs and weaves between more cars before finally pulling ahead of a third officer. Jacqueline led police through multiple counties before they finally got in position to pit. It was risky, but they had to get her off the road.
On the overpass for Hollywood now. We got a pin, we got a pin, we got a pin.
We see the pit maneuver from other dash cams behind the lead officer. By our count, the crash involved 2, possibly 3 other cars. Thankfully, nobody was seriously hurt. When police asked Jacqueline why she ran, she gave them the worst excuse they had ever heard.
Why would you run?
I'm just trying to go to Easter Sunday with my boss.
That's dumb. All right, come on. That's a good reason. Why would you run?
Jacqueline was arrested and charged with reckless driving, eluding police, and resisting arrest. Take her story as a lesson learned. God will understand if you're late for church. It's not worth running from the police. Highway patrol officers are constantly upgrading their horsepower. In Georgia, they rely primarily on Dodge Chargers. Then, in 2022, the Georgia State Police added a fleet of souped-up Chevrolet Camaros to their arsenal. On March 27th of 2022, a different kind of performance vehicle tried to outrun the GSP. A 2015 BMW was seen doing 108 in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. Trooper Swain pulled behind the German sports car and followed them as they veered off the highway. For a moment, it looked like they were trying to pull over on the exit ramp. Behind the wheel is a man named Deontay Doherty. 2 young women are in the car with him, though it's unclear if the officers know that at the time. Regardless, Deontay hits the gas and weaves between cars on the interstate while going over 150 miles per hour. Until now, he's kept the chase on I-75, a highway heading northwest from Midtown Atlanta. Then, for some inexplicable reason, Deontay takes things into the city.
17th Street, Steelware, don't go to there, one might lose.
17th Street from there northbound.
Back down, Randall Springs, over Randall Springs.
Clear left, clear right.
Back toward North End and hurry speed.
Somebody get south of us. We're coming back up towards the spring, towards the 10th. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear. Clear left, clear right.
He's zipping by traffic and blowing through red lights with no regard for anyone's safety. Police need to end this chase now before someone gets seriously hurt.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
Once everything calmed down, the arresting officers and Deontay exchanged a few jokes about their cars. He felt outmatched by the GSP and their Charger Hellcats.
Well, I mean, what? He's gonna kiss you. It's not you. Yeah. Y'all got Hellcats. Them Hellcats. Keep going, man. Don't talk. Keep going.
Deontay was arrested and charged with fleeing, reckless driving, and speeding. He also struck multiple cars when he lost control of his BMW. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, though it's unclear who'll have to pay for their damaged vehicles. Hopefully, everyone involved had decent insurance. June 24th of 2022. Arkansas State Police Officer Corbin Freeman is driving behind a speeding BMW. He was heading east on I-30 when the Beamer approached from behind at a high rate of speed. Trooper Freeman watched the driver weave between cars but slow down when they passed his patrol car. He followed the car while trying to read the tag number. Finally, Trooper Freeman attempted a traffic stop. That's when the young man behind the wheel took off.
Taking University. Clear. North on University. Light traffic speeds 7 miles an hour.
Trooper Freeman tries to position himself for a pit maneuver, but backs off when traffic in the oncoming lane piles up. The BMW could jump the median and hit someone if it loses control. Instead, Trooper Freeman follows the Beamer as it blows through red lights and zips between cars. That's when he goes for another pit, but the driver sees it coming.
Speeds 100, medium traffic.
Medium traffic speeds 100.
Turn east on Mapleville Pike. Occupied 2 times, 2 blocks. Clear.
Coming back up University.
The driver led Trooper Freeman on a foot chase through a parking lot and over a chain-link fence. When Freeman climbed the fence, his hand slipped and he cut himself on the metal. Knowing another suspect was waiting in the car, he gave up on the chase. The other suspect was our driver's 16-year-old brother. Police contacted the mother, who said her son was driving someone else's car. Inside, police found 21.6 grams of prescription pills and a digital scale. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, then be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.